Good morrow, good travellers. By God's grace, you find yourselves on the banks of the River Froom. And as I can see that you are unmistakably gentlefolk of noble stock, I bid you welcome to my lands. You are here at Woodsford Castle, just one of my many estates. Indeed, I have many properties in this part of the realm, all within a day's ride of each other. I am Sir Guy de Bryan, steward of the royal household, keeper of the Great Seal of England, ambassador to the Holy See, admiral of the West, and a great close friend of the King, His Highness, King Edward III, who has just made me a Knight of the Garter in this, the year of our Lord, 1370. No need to bow. Although I am such a close friend of the King that sometimes, upon his instruction, I have worn his armour instead of my own, much to his amusement, and pretended to be him, to the confusion of the courtiers. You would need to be much more respectful then. But indeed, you are lucky to find me here in this place today, for I am not here all that often. I am usually attendant upon the King's presence. Well, let us ride on to my castle. It is but a short distance. I once rode my splendid horse, Shadow, all the way to Scotland to fight on behalf of the King. In God's name, am I now confounded? Much of my castle appears to have departed. Perhaps it is a strange vision or a trick of the light, but it should have four sides to it. A gatehouse to the west, a gate to the north, towers at all the corners, and smaller towers and turrets in between them. Have we been under attack? I did not hear anything. Did you? Well, perhaps we should ride closer and see what devilment this is. Come with me, and be prepared to fight. No need to be fearful. We have been fighting the French for some 30 years, since His Highness King Edward claimed their throne as his own. I sometimes think that this war will go on for 100 years or more. Well, I have fought for the King in France, so do not be afraid. If it is a French raid, I am one of the greatest warriors in the realm, and they will scatter before me. Hold hard. Be quiet for a moment. All seems still and peaceful. Ha! If an enemy were here, that enemy has gone. And I must confess that this aspect gives to me some comfort, for though not everything is present, I recognize some of what is, and it appears to be in an excellent state of repair. My own chambers and the chapel have survived, and I am sure the kitchens and storerooms too. So I will be able to give you a hearty welcome with grand hospitality. And yet much has altered since I rode across the water meadows not 1 hour since. I confess to being confounded. Let us go closer. Well, this is journey's end, at least for now. And so, travellers, as you have found your way here, it is now my beholden duty to bestow hospitality upon you. I'm sure you will find these solid stone walls both a comfort and a fortress. And once the fire in the great hall is lit, we can all sit around it and regale each other with our stories. For although you now know something of me, I, as yet, know little of you. So, perhaps through good conversation, victuals and libations, food and drink, we can unloosen all our tongues, learn more about each other, and enrich our fellowship. First, I must go inside to prepare. Let me seek out my steward. Perhaps he can shed some light on recent matters. I will not keep you waiting long. But welcome to Woodsford Castle.